I woke up in a cell with blood on my shirt that wasn't mine, dried, brown, stiff where it had soaked through the cotton. I didn't know whose it was. Turns out it belonged to two people. My name is Frank Cobb. Most people called me Frank. In here, they just call me Old Man. I'm 86 years old. Been inside Marquette Branch for 42 years. These hands used to build cars. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. Now they shake so bad I can't button my own shirt. 42 years. You know how many days that is? 15,330, give or take. I counted for a while. Then I stopped. Counting don't change nothing. I started at the plant in '66. Ford Rouge Complex, Dearborn. You ever seen that place? It's like a city inside a city. Smokestacks so tall they scratched the clouds. You could smell the iron and the grease from 2 miles out. That smell got into your clothes, your hair, your skin. My wife Lorraine used to say I smelled like a machine. She'd wrinkle her nose when I came through the door, but she'd kiss me anyway. We had a little house on Livernois, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a yard the size of a parking spot, but it was ours. We bought it in '69. I remember signing the papers. My hand was shaking, not like now, not old man shaking, excited shaking. 23 years old with a house and a wife and a baby on the way. I thought I had the whole world figured out. My daughter Patricia was born in March of '70. Patty, 7 pounds, 4 ounces. She had Lorraine's eyes and my stubbornness. She'd scream all night and I'd walk her around the kitchen at 3 a.m. with the radio on low, swaying back and forth like a fool. Exhausted, happy, you know what I mean? That kind of tired where you don't mind because the reason you're tired is the best reason there is. The drinking started slow. You know how it goes, or maybe you don't. Maybe you're one of the lucky ones. But at the plant, everybody drank. After your shift, you'd go to Mickey's on Michigan Avenue. 2 beers, 3. Just enough to wash the grease off your tongue and the noise out of your ears. That's how it starts. It starts with 2 beers that make perfect sense. Then 2 becomes 4. 4 becomes 6. 6 becomes a bottle before dinner. A bottle becomes 2. And somewhere in there, and I couldn't tell you the exact day, I wish I could, somewhere in there, the drinking stopped being something I did and started being something that did me. The drink moved into my house like a third person. It sat at the dinner table. It drove the car. It made the decisions. And Frank Cobb, the real one, the one who walked his baby girl around the kitchen at 3 a.m., that Frank got smaller and smaller and smaller until he was just a passenger sitting in the back seat of his own life, watching the drunk drive. Lorraine begged me to stop. She cried.
She threatened.
She left once, took Patty to her mother's for a week. I promised I'd quit, and I meant it. Every time I promised, I meant it. That's the part people don't understand about drunks. We ain't liars. We mean every promise we make at 8 a.m. By 8 p.m., we're different people. Let me tell you something about what a bottle can do to a man's hands.
Because people think alcohol makes you weak.
Sloppy, stupid, and it does. But it also makes you strong in ways you don't want to be strong. It turns off the part of your brain that says stop. And when that part goes dark, there ain't nobody at the wheel. November 14th, 1984, a Tuesday. I'd been on the line since 6 a.m. Double shift, 16 hours of bolting door panels onto Thunderbirds. My shoulders were on fire. My back was done. I clocked out at 10 and went straight to Sal's on Vernor Highway. I remember walking in. I remember the smell, cigarettes and peanuts, and that sticky sweetness of spilled beer soaked into old wood. I remember ordering a Jim Beam. Neat. After that, pieces. Broken glass on the floor. That I remember, like it didn't make sense, like why is there glass? Voices getting loud. Someone's face close to mine. I think there was a pool table involved, something about money, a bet, I don't know. I was that drunk. What I know is what the police report says and what the bartender told the jury. 2 men, Gerald Marsh, age 34, Danny Purcell, age 29. I beat them with my fist. In the parking lot behind Sal's bar on a Tuesday night in November while it was snowing. Gerald died at the scene. Danny died 2 days later at Detroit receiving blunt force trauma. Both of them. I don't remember hitting them. I don't remember the parking lot. I don't remember the snow. I don't remember any of it. But I remember waking up 6 a.m., a cell in the Wayne County Jail, fluorescent light buzzing like a wasp that won't die, and that shirt, my blue work shirt from the plant, soaked through with blood, brown, stiff, cold against my skin. I looked at my hands. My knuckles were split open, both hands, swollen to twice their size. And I thought, this is the part I can't explain to you, the part that keeps me up at night. I thought, whose blood is this? I didn't know yet. They told me later. A detective came in and said, Mr. Cobb, do you know why you're here? And I said, no, sir, I do not. And he said, you killed 2 men last night. Just like that. Matter of fact, like telling me the weather, you killed 2 men last night. I sat there, didn't say nothing, didn't cry, didn't scream. I just sat there with my mouth open like a fish that got pulled out of the water and forgot how to breathe. That was 42 years ago. 42 years of carrying something you can't even remember doing. You want to know what that feels like? It feels like being punished for somebody else's crime, except that somebody else was you. The trial was short. Public defender, nice kid, didn't matter. I pled guilty because I was guilty. I didn't remember doing it, but I did it. My hands did it. My blood alcohol was 0.32. 0.32, that's 4 times the legal limit. That's not drunk. I don't even know what that is. That's gone. That's somebody who ain't there anymore. Lorraine came to the sentencing. She sat in the back row. She didn't look at me, not once. 2 consecutive life sentences. The judge said something about the senselessness of alcohol-fueled violence. I remember that word, senselessness. I've been chewing on that word for 42 years. Lorraine filed for divorce 8 months later. I signed the papers. What was I gonna do, contest it? She was right to go. She was 30 years old with a 4-year-old daughter and a husband who was never coming home. She did the smart thing. Patty visited me for a while. Every other Sunday, Lorraine would drive her up. She'd sit across from me in the visiting room and draw pictures with crayons. Horses, flowers, the house on Livernois. She drew that house 100 times. I still got some of those drawings folded up in my Bible. She stopped coming when she was 12. Just stopped. I wrote letters. She didn't write back. I called. She didn't pick up. I don't blame her. What do you say to a man who beat 2 strangers to death in a parking lot? What do you say to that man when he's your father? But here's the thing that sits on my chest like a cinder block. Every night, for 42 years, Gerald Marsh had 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl, ages 7, 5, and 2 when he died. I took their daddy from them over a bar fight I can't even remember. A bet, a game of pool. Something so small and stupid that I can't even tell you what it was about. And those 3 children grew up without a father because Frank Cobb couldn't put down a bottle. Danny Purcell was 29. He wasn't even part of the argument. The bartender said he was trying to break it up, trying to stop it. He stepped in between us and I can't finish that sentence. I've been trying to finish that sentence for 42 years and I can't. My mother died in 91. Kidney failure. I got the call on a Tuesday. Everything happens to me on Tuesdays. You know that? I couldn't go to the funeral. Couldn't hold her hand. Couldn't tell her I was sorry. A guard told me, just walked up to my cell and said, Cobb, your mother passed, and walked away. I got sober my 3rd year and not by choice. There ain't much to drink in here. But I went to the meetings. Every week, I said the words. I did the steps. And somewhere around year 5, something changed. The fog lifted, and I could see clear for the first time in years. You know what clarity feels like when you're a murderer? It feels like waking up in a house that's already burned down. You can finally see, but all you can see is ashes. I've been sober 38 years now. I read every morning. I teach GED classes on Thursdays. I help the younger guys write letters to their kids. I'm a different man. Every cell in my body has replaced itself 6, 7 times over since that night. The doctors say that's how it works. You're literally not the same body after 7 years. Oh, the body that killed Gerald Marsh and Danny Purcell don't exist no more. But these hands, these new hands that shake and can't button a shirt, they're still paying for what the old hands did. And they should be. I own that. I did it. I don't remember it, but I did it. Did I regret it? Son, regret is the first thing I feel when I open my eyes and the last thing I feel when I close them. But regret don't bring nobody back. Regret don't raise 3 kids. Regret don't hold Danny Purcell's mama at the funeral I put her at. People ask me, the chaplain, the guys in group, they ask me if I've forgiven myself. No, and I don't plan to. Some things you carry, you don't put them down. You don't set them on a shelf and walk away. You carry them until your arms give out. I killed the only version of me that had a chance at life. The sober one, the good one. He showed up 38 years too late. And now he sits in this chair and answers for a man who died inside a bottle a long time ago. I don't remember killing them, but I remember every day since, every single day.